We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The Declaration of Independence of the United States of America, 1776. Hey, social media, it's Stephen Middleton coming to you from the Possibility Action Network. Our core values include I am, I can, and I will. And I am Possibility Man. Today, I want to share on the topic Weapons of the Week, Part 3. But first, a reminder. The Possibility Action Network hosts the Possibility Action Network Hour on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. To get access to my Zoom room, send an email to IamPossibilityMan@gmail.com. As I have asked in the past, please don't give away my login information to my Zoom room. It's a security issue. It's important for me to know who is in the room, so therefore ask anyone, including your children, your siblings, to send me a message for me to reply to them directly to give them the login to my Zoom room. Now back to our topic that I want to share on today. It is Weapons of the Week, Part 3. Now, some people have asked me, hey, are you suggesting that people are weak? Are you suggesting that organizations or corporations are weak? No, that's not the point. What I simply mean by weak here is that anyone, any organization, any institution who want to move higher in their area of expertise. So in this third and final part of the Share Weapons of the Week, I want to focus on the subject dream bigger. And I want to repeat it, dream bigger. Now, let's go back to when we were children. We were dreamers, weren't we? I remember being a child, an adult would come up to me and ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I would say, I want to be this, I want to be that. You probably have had that experience yourself. That someone may come to you or someone came to you or may even come to your children and ask them, what do you want to be when they grow up? Sometimes kids respond, I want to be a fireman, I want to be a policeman, or I want to be a teacher, I want to be a preacher. You get all kinds of answers like that. I know in my dealings with children, even today, especially with my nieces and nephews or my great nieces and nephews, I'll ask them, what do you want to be when you grow up? And some of them, of course, would give me an answer. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a medical doctor. I've had a kid tell me, I want to become president of the United States. Because we are dreamers as children. And we are created, made to be dreamers. Now, of course, as we grow older, because of the environment, because of our interactions with other people, because of our experiences, some of us have learned to not dream, to stop dreaming. Or if we dream very small, because life sometimes have that way of causing us to have those kinds of experiences. So I'm here then as a reminder to dream, to continue to dream. And also, I'm here to remind you to dream bigger. Now, here is a few simple ways to start dreaming again, and of course, to dream bigger than some of us, including me, have dreamt until now. Firstly, remember human life. Just the fact of the matter. Just consider human life. We are created, or we evolve, however you want to see it, really, I don't care, in the midst of intelligence. We are in an intelligent universe, and the evidence of that is all around us. Just take a look outside your window right now, or as you take a walk in your neighborhood. Just look around. We have trees. I didn't make them grow. You didn't make them grow. They're just here. We know that those trees started by a seed in the ground. And over time, those trees grow bigger and bigger and bigger. Take once again the lakes and rivers and the ocean that's all around us. We didn't do anything to make them happen, but they're here. So we know that intelligence is all around us. And I want us to start. I am starting from that fact that intelligence is all around me, and that I'm made in this intelligence, that I have an intelligent body, that my body knows what to do. If a fly tries to get into my eyes, without any effort on my part, will shut automatically. The breaths that I take, I don't have to tell myself, take the next breath. I take the next breath automatically. So intelligence then is all around us. Intelligence is all around me. In 1973, I read about a man named Sydney Banks. He had a glimpse into this intelligence. And then he said, mind, consciousness, and thought are all around us. And then he said, you don't even have to think about three of them, mind, consciousness, and thought. Just recognize that intelligence is here. It's inescapable. And Sydney Banks went on to write books, The Missing Link, another book, Second Chance, a third book, The Enlightened Gardener, and just gave a ton of lectures all over the world about his recognition of mind, of consciousness, and thought, and that we live in the midst of this intelligence. All of our faith communities today, we may have disagreements about one faith community as opposed to another, but all of them recognize one thing: we live in a world of intelligence. And we may assign a name to this intelligence, which is fine, but we live in intelligence. This is all what all of our faith communities tell us now today. So you and I are in the midst of this intelligence. Then the question is, who am I? Really, who am I? Now, I know I'm accustomed to saying, my name is Stephen Middleton. I was born in 1954. My father was Lewis Middleton. My mother was Matilda Middleton. I have 8 siblings, brothers and sisters. This is my story, the story about who I am. I went to this church growing up. I went to this school growing up. I went to this college growing up. But does that get to the core of who I am? Probably not. Because what I have just described are all of the things that I've learned about my identity. What I have not told you, though, that there is something that goes beyond my skin, something that goes beyond the image in the mirror, something that goes beyond even my thinking, that I have a personal identity. Who am I then? If I want to be bold about it, and if I were to ask you to be bold about it, I am God-man. That I am God, existing in flesh. That you are God-woman. That you're God existing in your being, your flesh, as a female. That our essence never stopped being whatever essence is. Now, I know that's a bold statement. Now, I'm not saying that I am the God who created the heavens and the earth. I'm not saying that you are either. But what I am saying, though, is I am more than flesh. That I am more than blood. That I am more than the image I see in the mirror. That it is possible for me to get closer to myself as essence, as energy. The second thing that I think is important for me as I recognize that I can dream bigger, and that is each day is a new day. Every day is a new beginning. Every day is a new you. Really, every day. We are born again. Now, why is this important? From my standpoint, perhaps you see it differently. It's important to know that every day is a new day because I can hold things against myself, which holds me back. I made a call to Amazon this weekend. True story. My Fire Stick was on the blink. And I went into Google and I dialed in, wrote in the name Amazon Fire Stick customer service. A number popped up. And I called that number and was talking with someone who I believed was a legitimate Amazon technician. He had me doing all kinds of things, downloading stuff on my phone. What he wanted was access to my bank account. And fortunately for me, I saw through the scam before we got to that point. After the call, I said to myself, I can't believe it. I almost fell for it again. I almost fell for another scam. I felt low. In fact, I felt stupid for a while. I felt, gosh, how can you be so gullible? You know, I'm an old man and I still fell for it. And then I held myself to that. I felt low all day on Sunday thinking, man, how can you be so silly? You know, how could you do this to yourself? And that kind of thinking prevented me from recognizing that each day is a new day. Each day is an opportunity to be born again. So all I'm saying to you is, I don't care what has transpired in your life up until now. Recognize that each day is a new beginning, that each day you can be born again, that no one should hold anything against you. The third thing that I've discovered in how to dream bigger is that it's important to take a bold stand. That's what I read to you from the Declaration of Independence written in 1776. Those colonists were not united in their desire to break away from Britain. As John Adams said, 1/3 was for it, 1/3 was against it, and 1/3 didn't give a darn. But the ones who wanted it, the ones who wanted to break free, took a bold stand. And if you're up to anything in your life today, I'm encouraging you to take a bold stand, to declare it. You know, you don't have to be poor. You don't have to be without money. You know, you don't have to be without the resources to take adequate care of your family. Take a bold stand and then take action. And this is why the Possibility Action Network exists. I am taking a bold stand. I've asked someone ask me, who do you think you are, Stephen Middleton, to start this Possibility Action Network? I don't know what this is all about. You know, why do you think you are the one who should be a voice? I am taking a bold stand because it seems as if my essence say to take this stand, to talk about possibility, because I firmly believe that is possible. If you tell me what you're up to today, I will not have the answers. I'm not pretending to know what's best for you, but I know one thing for sure. It's possible. I was having a conversation with someone earlier today about something, and they said, what if I were to say to you that because I made a mistake 30 years ago, that I feel that I should not be able to reach my goal today? They said, what would you say to me? And I said, I know that it's possible for you to pursue the goal that was put into your heart, regardless of anything that came before. And I am certain about that. So my message to you is a very simple one. It's time to dream bigger. It's time to dream bigger. It's time to put our sights on our dream, not on our circumstances. It's time to put our sights on our dream and not what happened 50 years ago or 100 years ago. Someone also asked me some time ago, what have you overcome? Well, I overcome legal segregation in the United States. I was born in 1954. I remember it was dying away now, separate facilities for dark-skinned people and light-skinned people. I remember those days. But I overcame legal segregation. I overcame poverty. It's time to dream again, because only a dream brought me out of those circumstances. And I assure you, your dream, the desire was planted into your heart by nature. If you want to be bold by God, is that desire, that dream, that will allow you to pull yourself out of your circumstances. Yes, Stephen Middleton with the Possibility Action Network is assuming its place in the world, offering a word to those who are hungry, to those who are living. Then the word is that it's possible for you. It's possible for your children. It's possible for your siblings. It's possible for you to connect with your dreams. And not only are we declaring it, we are providing educational resources. We are connecting people to free coaches to help them see it. I was speaking with someone from Canada today who was telling me about someone that she knew who had a drug addiction problem. And I said to her, you know something, it's possible for this person to connect with the right resources to overcome his addiction to drugs. And I believe it's possible. And that's why we exist. That's why the Possibility Action Network exists. The Possibility Action Network's core values include I am, I can, and I will. And yes, I am Possibility Man. Until next time, good day.